Hello everyone. Are you looking at job descriptions for roles like quantitative analyst or machine learning engineer and feeling like you're trying to hit a moving target? 1 minute you are learning a new framework and the next there are 3 or more that everyone is suddenly talking about. It can be overwhelming. As a career coach who works in the data and AI space every single day, I see so many talented people get stuck, not because they aren't smart, but because they don't have a clear plan of attack. Well, that's exactly the plan we are going to build today. In this video, I'm going to give you the no-fluff practical guide to the skills you absolutely need to land a top-tier role in quant finance, data science, or machine learning in 2025. Here's what we are going to cover. First, we'll break down the absolute non-negotiables, the skills that form the bedrock of your entire career. Then we'll dive into the modern arsenal, the more advanced skills that show you are a forward-thinking, 2025 ready candidate. After that, we'll talk about the IT factor, the often overlooked skills that can truly make or break your chances
during an interview.
And finally, we'll cover how you can prove you have the skills using the single most important tool in your job-seeking toolkit. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, actionable plan. Let's get started. Alright, let's dive right in what I call the unskippable foundation. Think of these as the concrete pillars of your career. Without them, nothing else can be built. First, Python is your primary language. I just don't mean knowing the syntax. I mean achieving a deep, intuitive fluency. You need to be a master of libraries like pandas and NumPy for data manipulation. For machine learning, scikit-learn is your essential toolkit. It's the workhorse that lets you implement a vast array of powerful models. And for my aspirant quants, you need to go deeper into specialized libraries like Quantitative for pricing financial instruments, or PyFolio for performance analysis. Next up, SQL is the most universal language of data. Let me be crystal clear. You cannot escape SQL, nor you should want to. A company's most valuable information lives in databases, and you need the key to unlock it. This means going way beyond a simple select star. You need to master complex joins and understand the power of window functions to pull the exact data you need to solve a business problem. You also need to cultivate a deep mathematical intuition. Now, don't panic. You don't need a PhD in theoretical mathematics, but you absolutely need to understand the concepts that power the algorithms. What's really happening inside a gradient boosted model? What are the core assumptions of a linear regression? This intuition is the difference between being a technician who just runs codes and a true professional who can solve novel problems. And finally, for those of you aiming for high-speed roles, especially in quant finance, C++ is your superpower. In environments where success is measured in microseconds, the raw performance and low-level control of C++
is the undisputed king.
Okay, now you have that foundation firmly in place. It's time to build on top of it with the modern arsenal. These are the skills that show a hiring manager you are not just current, but you're ready for the future. First, you need to master a deep learning framework like PyTorch. The world is being reshaped by deep learning, and PyTorch has emerged as a favorite for both researchers and top tech companies. This is your gateway to building sophisticated systems that can understand human language, interpret images, and make complex predictions. Next, you must adopt the MLOps or machine learning operations mindset. This is one of the biggest differentiators in the job market right now. It's one thing to build a great model in a notebook, and it's a completely different and far more valuable skill to know how to get the model into production, where it can generate real value. You need to understand the entire life cycle. Get comfortable with tools like Docker to create reproducible environments and get hands-on experience with a major cloud platform like Google Cloud, AWS, or Azure. And you need to learn to wrangle big data with Apache Spark. What do you do when your data is so enormous that it laughs at the memory capacity of your machine?
You turn to a distributed computed framework, and Spark is the industry standard right now.
This skill signals to employers that you're ready for enterprise-grade challenges. This part is what separates the good candidates from the great one. I call it the it factor. I have seen technically perfect candidates get rejected because they were missing these crucial non-technical skills. First, you have to become a data storyteller with a CEO's mindset. An insight is useless if it isn't understood and acted upon. You must learn to translate your complex findings into a compelling narrative that connects directly to business outcomes. Master data visualization tools like Looker Studio or Power BI. Your goal isn't just to build charts, it's to build interactive dashboards that empower decision makers. Next, become an exceptional communicator. You will not be working in a vacuum. Your days will be filled with collaboration and product managers, debating technical strategies with your peers, and presenting results to leadership. Your ability to clearly articulate complex ideas is just as critical as your ability to write code. And finally, you must stay curious. This field is for the non-intellectual complacent. You have to cultivate a genuine passion for learning. Follow leading researchers, listen to industry podcasts, and never stop asking questions. So we have covered all these skills, but how do you actually prove to an employer that you have them? This brings us to the ultimate proof: your GitHub portfolio. A line on a resume is just a claim. You need to provide evidence. Think of GitHub as the professional gallery for anyone who writes code. It's your modern-day technical resume. At its core, GitHub is a platform for version control using a system called Git. It's the standard for how professionals collaborate. But for your job search, its most important role is as your portfolio. Your GitHub profile is where you host repositories, which are basically folders for your project. This is where you show, not just tell. Now, a recruiter might just glance at your profile to see that it's active, but the hiring manager, the technical lead on the team you want to join, they will absolutely click on that link. They are the ones who will actually look at your code. A well-organized profile with a thoughtful, documented project is the single most powerful piece of evidence you can present. It's the tangible proof that backs up every skill we have just discussed. So let's quickly recap your path to success. 1. Build a bedrock. Master the non-negotiable fundamentals of Python, SQL, and core mathematical concepts. 2. Learn the modern arsenal. Get hands-on with deep learning frameworks like PyTorch and understand the MLOps mindset. 3. Cultivate the it factor. Hone your ability to communicate, tell stories with data, and stay relentlessly curious. And 4. Prove it all. Document your journey and showcase your projects on a polished GitHub profile. The journey to a top-tier role is a marathon of continuous growth, not a sprint. But if you strategically invest your time in these areas, you won't just be prepared for 2025. You will be in a position to lead. Now, I want to turn it over to you. We have covered a lot of ground today, and I'm sure it has sparked some questions. What are you wondering about? Is there a specific skill you want me to do a deep dive on? Let me know in the comments below. Ask me anything, and I'll use your questions to plan my very next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.